Yep. So what we're going to do today is we're going to use the table, all right, and we're going to find the derivatives. And what they're doing is they're defining h of x in terms of f and g. All right? So for part 1, it says, let h of 1 of x equal f of x plus g of x. All right, just like the test, we know that we can just do the derivative straight in. So h1 of x prime is simply going to be f prime of x plus g prime of x, guys. When you have a sum, you can just take the derivatives. All right, you don't have to worry about doing parts. So then it says find h1 prime of 2. Well, now it's simply a substitution problem. And I think this is what got some students. So now I'm going to look up f prime of 2. Here's f prime. Here's f prime of 2. All right, so I see it as 1. All right. Now I'm going to look up, I'll do it in black. G prime of 2 is -1/2. So my answer to the part 1 here, just using the tables, is 1/2. All right. Now, pretty straightforward for sums and differences, right? You don't have to think about it. What got us on the test and what we're going to make sure we understand here is when we have product rules, okay? So if I make this and I get rid of this, yep, sorry, so you can copy it. Put that there. On part 3, all right, it says given h of 3 of x equals f of x times g of x, and that wants h3 prime of 3. Before I can do anything, we have to recognize this is a product rule. I can't write f prime times g prime. I can't. We have to say, oh, this is going to be our product rule, which we know now is f prime of x, g of x, plus g prime of x, f of x. And again, if you memorize it for the test, that's the rule we just did. It's the product rule. When we have a product, we have to have 2 terms come out of it. All right? So now I have all this. Well, now it's just filling it in again. And I want h3 prime of 3. So it's f prime of 3, g of 3, plus g prime of 3, f of 3. And I have to read my table carefully here, not make a math mistake. That's my #1 error. So I'm going to box in all the 3's. F prime of 3, boom, 0. Everybody, I don't care what g of 3 is anymore. Yeah, it's going to be 0. I'm just going to go 0 times it. G prime of 3 is 3/2. F of 3 is 4. So when I do this problem, I get 0 plus 3/2 times 4, how about 6? Because everybody, we hopefully realize this goes to, whoops, it doesn't do another color unless you change it. This goes to 0. 0 plus 3/2 times 4, 6. Everybody, this is the product rule used with a table, all right? Again, if I have the product rule, and I think the test was, I don't remember exactly, so I'll just make one up. I'll do tan x. You have to see this as f and g. You have, and if you did this on the test, I took all 20 out of 20 off. That was just -20. You can't do that, okay? That is the derivative of x cubed. That is the derivative of tan x. That is not what we have going on. FG. And again, I do it in parts. I'm not going to write it out. I know the derivative of x cubed is 3x squared times the other thing plus x cubed times the derivative of tan, which is secant squared x. Let's be 100% clear. The other thing I saw happen was people did this. cannot bring x cubed into this argument. It never changes. The x is never going to change. You can't do this. All right? So again, product rule shown two ways today, and the big thing was for us to have an opportunity to do a table.